It's a Thirsty Thursday on the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Thank you so much for being here on the show today. Could Winnipeg be losing its title as the Slurpee capital of the world? How can you be the Slurpee capital of the world if you have no 7-Elevens? We've got some very sad news coming out of Winnipeg involving 7-Eleven this morning. 7-Eleven has confirmed the information we were talking about yesterday. We'll get to those details coming up. Also, still in Winnipeg, down the road from us a little bit, looks like we might be getting a Raising Cane's chicken house. The rumors could be true. Who is Raising Cane? It's a real person. Where are they from? Are they as good as Chick-fil-A? We'll discuss, because we're the show about food, fun places, and mayhem. Speaking of mayhem, Gen Z is into music in a big way. Every generation's into music, but they're into cassette tapes. But they need our help, boomers and Gen Xers. They're buying cassette tapes en masse, but they're having difficulty learning how to use them. If you are spending any time online, especially on TikTok, you will see Gen Z are in love with cassette tapes. They are so cool. They've got these two little wheels on them, and apparently there's music that goes on here. I just don't know how to use them. They need our help. Who steals a beach? Apparently a billionaire is attempting to steal a beach. True story. He's been busted, though, and theft is theft, even if you're stealing sand. It's a bizarre story that we're going to share with you. Also, I got another story that's rather bizarre. Resort guests have resorted to reserving their pool chairs at one particular place at 1 o'clock in the morning. At 1 a.m. If you've ever been on a vacation, an all-inclusive resort vacation, you know that a lot of people will put their pool towels over these beach chairs. It's a battle. Why don't these resorts just buy more beach chairs? I don't get it. And how about this? Hershey has just unveiled its Halloween candy lineup for the fall of 2024. Some of it's pretty cool, and we'll take a look at that coming up on the show today. Thank you for being here. It is just after 7 a.m. Central Time in Brandon, Manitoba, 6 a.m. in Calgary, 5 a.m. in Victoria, British Columbia. It is just after 8 a.m. in Hamilton, Ontario. And in Halifax, Nova Scotia, it is 9 a.m., 9:30 in Newfoundland. Streaming live from the center of North America in Brandon, Manitoba, Canada. We take a look outside and see that we've got some blob on the radar this morning, and that blob is a little bit of rain. Now, we've got some warm temperatures to start the day. That's kind of nice, 18 degrees. We could be in for some showers, possible thunderstorms today, high 24. Now, we are expecting things to clear out later tonight, but then smoke moving in. Environment Canada has said as much. They've said, we prepare for some bad air quality on Friday, heading into the weekend. I did promise some sunshine on Friday. I'm hoping that the smoke, maybe we get some winds pick up and it blows the smoke out of the area. But anyway, prepare for poor air quality tomorrow and smoke to be in the area. But nice for the weekend. Saturday, sunny 25. Sunday, sunny and 26 degrees. Monday, sunny and 27. Actually, we got some 29s, maybe even a 30-degree day on the menu for the middle of next week. So aside from our little bump in the road with a little bit of smoke coming tomorrow, it looks like we are in for some nice weather for the weekend. Here, let's take a look outside and check our air temperature map this morning. Oh, it looks like that. I knew I couldn't have it all working this morning. Now that one radar is down. But nice to see our outdoor webcams working again. All of them working for the first time in a very long time. It's a little bit soggy and a little bit of fog there at Shoal Lake, I'm just noticing. Shoal Lake's got a little bit of fog. Russell, too. So 16 at Russell and Shoal Lake up around the Saskatchewan border there. Careful if you're hitting the road. Visibility could be an issue for you this morning. Okay? All right, let's welcome aboard our crew. It's a Thursday, Sunseekers. Yes, it is the first cousin of Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. That's the best part of Thursday is tomorrow. It's Friday. Tomorrow is the start of the weekend. We'll have the keyboard out for you. We'll have some fun. We'll have the grand prize draw with our Nelly contest. The Big Nelly Show is now less than 48 hours away at the Skydancer Casino. First time we've taken the show out of Canada, and we'll be in North Dakota just across the border. It's only 90 miles from us, but it's a big deal because we'll be in the lobby. So we're hoping to be in the lobby set up at the Skydancer Casino Saturday night. Will Nelly show up on the live stream? I don't know. He might just pop by. I don't know. But we will give away a pair of tickets tomorrow on the show. And we will have more than music. We'll have a picture of some stuff that Nelly has done that you'll want to keep track of for the call out tomorrow, so that you can win those tickets to see Nelly in concert tomorrow. It's an outdoor show at the casino. Gates will open at 7 o'clock Saturday, and the show starts at 8. Good morning to Verdon as well. It is day one of the Verdon Indoor Rodeo and Wild West Days today. They've got their big breakfast that starts today, and we'll have more on that coming up in just a second. But first, good morning, and welcome aboard to Tosh and Road Reverend in Twitch chat this morning, along with Mama J. Oh, and TikTok is busy this morning. Holy cow. We've got, like I mentioned, Mama J's here. Cindy is here on Twitch as well. We've got Zumba Bernice here to say good morning to the Sunseekers. We have got Luna in TikTok. Roland is here. Newfie, Genevieve. Wow, it's busy. Margaret. Also, St. C is here this morning. We say good morning to Nicole. Hey, yeah. We've got Bernadette in the house as well. Hi, Bernadette. Just going to do a quick hi and a wave. Good to see you, Bernadette. Hope you're having a great day. Man, TikTok is really busy this morning. Janine is here on Facebook. Good morning to Janine. Good to see you. Quentin is here on Twitch. Hi, QD. Cheryl is here on Twitch as well. Good morning. Good morning. And Nick is here to say good day, y'all. Mama J says, yeah, and they wanted to have liquor. They were asking for trouble. You mean 7-Eleven? Well, I can't believe that some Winnipeg stores are literally, in the evening and overnight hours, they essentially close and have a little window, a little sliding window for people in the evening hours. Like after supper, if you want to go get like a popsicle from 7-Eleven, it is like impossible to do almost. Can't believe it. Bahama Mama on TikTok, good morning. Michelle is here too. Wow, it's like a slot machine today. What the heck is going on over there? Well, they've changed something. Polar Bear is here on Twitch. Good morning, Polar Bear. Good to see you. Molly's here too. Good morning, Molly. Always good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Pipestone looks to have a lot of fog as well. Fog could be an issue, and smoke tomorrow. Smoke tomorrow. Ryan is here to say good morning. Hey, Ryan, Rhonda is here on Facebook. Good morning to you, Rhonda. It's nice to see you as always. Everyone's saying good morning, good morning. Mama J says, yeah, I heard they locked the door between customers because of crime. Well, the rumors have been confirmed. It looks like a quarter of the stores in Winnipeg might close. A quarter of them, 25%, could be upwards of a dozen stores. And this is one store is losing $300,000. They had lost so far this year $300,000 in theft. Just one store. And so 7-Eleven has said, yeah, we just can't do this anymore. We can't do it anymore. And, of course, social media went berserkoid yesterday when that news came out because it was being reported that there were these behind-the-scenes conversations happening, and then one of the media outlets actually got confirmation from 7-Eleven yesterday afternoon, and that's when social media blew up, and they're like, oh, my God, we're the Slurpee capital of the world, Winnipeg is. How are we supposed to maintain that title when we have very few stores or the stores are closing? So we're going to figure something out. People have already said that maybe what we need to do is have like at the liquor stores. And for people who aren't in our area, oh, my God, you go to buy liquor in Manitoba, you might as well go to give blood. It's easier to give blood. It's easier to give a kidney donation. And not all stores, but in large center stores. I was in Dauphin, and they don't have these security measures in Dauphin. They have them in Brandon and Winnipeg, where you have to walk into. First off, the liquor stores are locked. You have to wait for someone to buzz you in, and then once you're buzzed in, you have to stand there in the security line, and then somebody interviews you before you go into the liquor mart. You have to pull out like 10 pieces of ID. They prick your finger for some blood. They give a fingerprint. It's a little cumbersome. But, I mean, people are running into our liquor stores, and they're just, like, literally running in with a hockey bag and then running out with a whole bunch of booze. Not good. Not good. Hey, Andre, Maria, Jocelyn on TikTok this morning. Man, TikTok is slammed. I can't keep up with all the folks chiming in this morning. Good to see you. Thank you. We are going to be for everybody for first hour, and the second hour we move over to Twitch, by the way, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. If this is your first time checking things out, it's good to have you along. Let's take a look at yesterday's good thing. We like to start the show with a little bit of positivity, and let's do that. Yesterday's good thing. Something big, something small. It was a rainy, kind of gray day in our area yesterday. And I'll tell you, that 5 o'clock whistle rang, and I was in my pajamas, and I was on the couch, a little bit of Big Brother for yours truly, and I was also in a big bowl of chili. There's nothing on a cool, kind of rainy, gloomy day, nothing better than being under the covers and a little bit of Big Brother and a little bit of chili. That was my GT from yesterday. Anybody have anything good happen yesterday? Come on, crew. Yesterday's good thing. There must have been something nice that happened to you yesterday. Somebody held a door open for you. You got a check in the mail instead of a bill. Maybe you didn't get a bill in the mail. Maybe somebody mailed you a Christmas card early. Type in GT and then dash and then tell me what happened yesterday. That was good. Hey, Clay, good to see you, pal. And good morning, Don. Hello, Don. And Jason on TikTok. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Cindy says, GT got my beet leaves and dill picked before the rain. That's awesome. Trev is sending his GT as a message. Uh-oh. What did you do? Good morning. The Winnipeg Brewing Company, Trans-Canada Brewing, has released a 13-pack to poke fine at the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Poke fine? What are you talking about? Let's see what Trev has got here. Let's open this up here. It's the Saskatchewan dozen. And so do you get 13 beer in this package? That's pretty clever. That is pretty clever. There must be a big football game coming up. So did you pick up, is the beer any good though? And so when I go to Winnipeg to buy this beer, so Winnipeg is, they're throwing the shade at Saskatchewan. So how many pieces of identification in Winnipeg do I need to buy this case of beer? Do I have to go to so said liquor store with a bodyguard, an AR-65 machine gun, bulletproof glass in my vehicle, and you can make fun of Saskatchewan, but Winnipeg's a war zone. It's a war zone. My God, you can't even go to 7-Eleven for a Slurpee. At least in Saskatchewan, they can have Slurpees. Come on now. One bad call. And come on. How long ago was the 13th man? That was like, what is that, 10 years ago that happened? Oh, man. Oh, boy. Quentin also sending a GT to the inbox. Okay. GT in the inbox. So Trev is having a beer on a Thursday morning beers. And so Quentin had a playground day yesterday. Did you have a playground day with the kids? What were you doing? Oh, he was having ghost pepper sauce. He was having Oh, you guys were up at Albert's, up on the wall. Oh, the rock climbing wall. Very nice. Very nice. The video doesn't seem to want to show anything here, though. I'm not sure why that is. It likes to take its time sometime. It says it's playing, but it is not. So you're up at the rock climbing wall. Very cool. Although I didn't see the picture of Dad up on the rock climbing wall. It was the kids. Although Dad was there to supervise. That looks like fun. Get that stuff in. We're coming down the home stretch the last few days before the break ends. Nick said I had to get a replacement on a copy of my birth certificate. It came in yesterday, quicker and cheaper than I expected it would be, considering it was out of province. Very good. Nice. Yes. I love it when you get mail and it's not a bill. That is a happy day. I get a stack in the mailbox. I'm like, oh. And before people say, well, why don't you register online? I still like paper. I still like to make them work for their money that I'm going to send them. Cheryl says GT, much needed 1.5 inches of rain. Harvest has begun, by the way. That's a GT. That's important in our area. We are the breadbasket of the world here in our part of the world. We're all about the grains. We're all about the farms. And harvest has begun. The harvest is underway. Val says, good morning. It's rodeo weekend. Whoop, whoop. Val must be out in Virden. Yes, day one of the Virden Indoor Rodeo and Wild West days. Richard is here on Facebook. Good morning. Good morning. Trev says lies. It's lies. Okay. We've got the Labor Day Classic football game coming up, Saskatchewan and Winnipeg. That is one of the biggest games, probably next to the Grey Cup. The Banjo Bowl comes in second, but Labor Day is a huge one in Regina. Of course, Labor Day weekend. Tosh says, hubby took son for an evening walk, burn off some much-needed energy, and it was nice to be outside, get some fresh air, of course. Oh, Zumba Bernice. You can tell that we are into the best time of year for fresh vegetables. Hey, she says, I had the most delicious fresh garden tomato sandwich. I can just taste it right now. Fresh garden tomatoes. I love the end of August when people are like, I have too many tomatoes. What do I do with all these tomatoes? And I'm like, I'm going to get some cilantro and you can bring them over to my place. And it is like Pico. September is the greatest. Pico month. Trev says that the beer comes with a free whistle and a penalty flag and 13 beer, and the beer is good. I don't believe you. I don't believe you it's good. You know what's good? Saskatchewan Pilsner. Saskatchewan, green is the color. Football is. Who's doing better in the standings? By the way, I thought I'd ask that. I'm seriously not following it that close. Oh my God, Ryan told me about the Minnesota Vikings yesterday. Oh my God, So we got no quarterback now. So this will be the last season of the show. I am off to Minneapolis to strap on a helmet. And, I'm finally getting my NFL debut. I start with the Minnesota Vikings on December the 1st as their new quarterback. This is going to be I'm going to be working for some of that Wisconsin cheese. They will not be paying me. It'll be I'll be compensated in big wheels of cheese. Mama J's packing for Edmonton already. Very, very nice. Hey, thanks for sharing your good thing, guys. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Elkhorn Resort, Clarso Nordic Spa. Don't forget that the Elkhorn has got some family entertainment this weekend with Karl Heinz Bubbleman, Creative Bubbling. And he's got 2 shows on Saturday at 2 and 5 p.m. Fun for everyone to enjoy. Karl the Bubbleman. Karl Heinz the Bubbleman. Not to mention that on Sundays at the Elkhorn Resort Clarso Nordic Spa, they have a special on Sundays where you can get your all-inclusive, your one-night stay. You get a $50 gift card to be used on the property for food and drink, and you get 2 Clarso passes. And that is at the low price of $349, I think it was. Something like that, $349, $389, $339. $339. Again, that is on Sundays through the month of August. Call for more details. And Karl Heinz Bubbleman is the family entertainment this weekend at the Elkhorn Resort Clarso Nordic Spa. The Elkhorn Resort, give them a follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. Sky Dancer Casino, where the sky's the limit. Nelly Show coming up on Saturday. We'll be streaming live from 3 till 5. And we're hoping that everything goes well. I know that Nelly will be hitting the stage at 8 o'clock on Saturday night, and we're going to give you a pair of tickets tomorrow on the show. More Than Music is our game we're playing here, and we've done this all week this week. Some stuff I didn't know about Nelly. Of course, he was on Dancing with the Stars. He was in a movie with Adam Sandler. He was on a Super Bowl halftime show. Today, the code word is business. Thursday's code word is business for the Nelly tickets. And so he had 2 booze companies, Moshine and Vocal. There he is at the top with the Moshine. God, talk about diversification. Like he had maybe 4 or 5 hits, like really, really big hits. And the rest of his money, I think, is coming from business. So he's got like a shoe line with Reebok, and he is part owner in Apple Bottoms, the Apple Bottom jeans. You know this song. She's got Apple Bottom jeans and the boots with the fur. Everybody's looking at her. Yeah, so he is a part owner in Apple Bottoms. He's got a shoe line. He's got 2 booze companies. He's and he likes to gamble, apparently. So business is the code word for Thursday. And again, that is the last of our 4. We will ask for a total recall on tomorrow's show, and we'll put the phone number up. And if you are the first caller through that can give us all 4 days of the More Than Music contest with Nelly in concert, Sky Dancer Casino, Saturday night. Place for some great entertainment. We're also going to be on location for the Hunter Hayes show. Country star Hunter Hayes will be performing this November, early November, like a couple days after Halloween. And that will not be an outdoor show. I think we could get snow by then. Who knows? Hopefully not. But SkyDancerCasino.com, where the sky's the limit. Great hotel, great gaming, water park, and more. SkyDancerCasino.com. And the best deal in breakfast. Oh, it made my day yesterday. Oh, that should have been one of my GTs. The bacon sandwich I had yesterday. Oh, I had that. The wrap. I could hear the sound of somebody in the Beach Bunker studio with the Tim Hortons wrapper going, I got something for you. Oh. $3 breakfast sandwich with a hot or cold coffee at Tim Hortons. It's the best deal in breakfast you're going to find anywhere. $3. $3. You don't have to go for the bacon. You could do the sausage. It's sausage, bacon, or egg and cheese breakfast sandwich when you purchase a hot or cold beverage from Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, you've always got time for Tim's. 10 locations to serve you in Brandon, Virton, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. Best deal in breakfast and the Tim Hortons Infuser Energy Beverages The sparkling energy beverage is made with natural caffeine and natural flavors in ready-to-drink cans. Available in 2 refreshing flavors, blackberry yuzu and mango starfruit. You've always got time for Tim's. And today in Verdon, it's the start of the Verdon Wild West Rodeo. No, the Indoor Rodeo and Wild West Days. Big name, but it's a lot of fun. And speaking of breakfast, hey, out in Verdon, the rodeo breakfast starts at, it just got underway, actually, at 7 a.m. this morning. So good morning to those who are trucking on over there. It's a suggested donation of $5, supporting Manitoba High School Rodeo at Tundra Oil and Gas Place. Kids under 5 free pancake, sausage, fruit, juice, coffee. There you go. That is underway. We'll mention this again because, as the show is ending, you'll have some time to swing on by there and help support Manitoba High School Rodeo. So good morning to the folks working that. And Amber had tagged me in a whole bunch of activities that are going on. This is a big deal. I think this is probably the biggest event happening in the town of Verdon all year. They have got, let me pull this up here. High School Rodeo, Corex Rodeo Kickoff, downtown events, live entertainment. So the town is buzzing in Verdon. It's going to be a busy place. If you got stuff to do out in Verdon, expect traffic tie-ups. Traffic tie-ups in Verdon. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Downtown Days kicks off. Oh, my God. There's just so much. Just, you know what? Verdon is about, what would you say, 45 miles west of Brandon? 50 miles west of Brandon? Downtown Days are on as well. Take a look at that. There's a kid zone, bouncy castles, mini golf. It is going to be, look at how they've closed the downtown and put all the attractions down on the street. That's fantastic. So Verdon is the place to be today and through the weekend if you are a fan of local fairs and rodeos. Check it out in Verdon. And good morning to Amber and the crew. Have an awesome day and enjoy your breakfast over there. Coming up on the show, we're going to talk chicken, the best chicken. Now, we were telling you earlier that Chick-fil-A is no longer the top chicken restaurant in the United States. Jollibee has taken over the number 1 spot. But where does Raising Cane's come in here? Because that's a U.S. chain that apparently is coming to Manitoba. We've got the latest on that coming up in the next little bit. Also, the big story this morning is 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven set to close stores in Winnipeg. Crime is rampant. They can't keep up. Stores losing $300,000. And Winnipeg is the Slurpee capital of the world. How are they going to keep doing that when their store, how can they maintain that title when their stores are closing? We'll talk about that and more coming up. First, we're going to go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for our beach cam today. We'll take a quick beach break. We'll get a coffee refill, and we will be back with more food, fun places, and mayhem. Let's take a live shot of South Carolina this morning. Let's go to the beach. Let's do it. Happy Thursday.
Beach party under stars, moonlit nights and old guitars, bonfire burning lights our way, no end to this perfect day. Feel the rhythm, feel the heat, move your body to the beat. Sun seekers on the rise, watching the sunrise in our eyes. Tropical drinks in our hands, living life and making plans. Footprints on the salty shore, catching something we always want more. Palm trees swaying in the breeze, life's a party, love the seas. Laughing, saying all we need, in this paradise we're free. Feel the rhythm, feel the heat. Move your body to the beat. Sun seekers Tropical drinks in our hands, living life and making plans. Footprints on the salty shore, catching sun, we always want more. Rolling on, feel the beat, move your body to the beat. Sun seekers on the rise, watching the sunrise in your eyes. Tropical drinks in our hands, move your body to the beat. Sun seekers on the rise, watching the sunrise in our eyes. Tropical drinks in our hands, living life and making plans. Footprints on the salty shore, catching sun, we always want more.
It's the North Beach Villas, a live shot this morning of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. A little closer to home, here's how things are looking. We've got some fog to contend with. Well, that fog is getting a little bit better on 16 and 10 Minnedosa. It didn't really affect it too much. Russell, though, ooh, wow, look at that. And Shoal Lake still got some rather thick fog on our cameras this morning. Good morning, Russell. Good morning, Shoal Lake. And good morning, Verdon. Day one of the Verdon Indoor Rodeo and Wild West Days out there. If you are trucking it in for that breakfast this morning, especially from the north, be careful with some fog in low-lying areas, okay? In the forecast, we are expecting some showers and possible thunder showers today, and then smoke tomorrow. A bit of a bump in the road here as we head into a sunny, warm weekend. So expect poor air quality tomorrow. Environment Canada warning us that there's just not going to be a whole lot of wind on Friday, so the smoke is going to move in. And should be all done by Saturday, and we'll have temperatures in the mid to upper 20s, and then even maybe a 30 by the end of the week next week. Less than 3 weeks to go until that first day back at class. Oh, yeah. First day of school is coming. It is on its way, and there's our shot of North America this morning as we start out with some light rain showers and 18 degrees. Welcome back into the Beach Bunker. It's good of you to join us. I'm Tyler Glen. And there's some serious concern in Winnipeg this morning over the potential departure of 7-Eleven. Winnipeg is the Slurpee capital of the world per capita. More people buy Slurpees in 7-Eleven in that town than anywhere else. And it is a sad situation at the 7-Eleven stores. What is going on at some of these stores as far as being able to make a purchase of goods after hours is pretty remarkable. This is Jeff Keel last night, and he was interviewing some folks about how hard it is to just buy stuff after supper.
7-Eleven on Salter and Flora locks its doors. Customers are served through this window.
So we've got to stand at the window for at least, depends on how many people are standing there waiting.
Regular Samantha Bouchy says it's because shoplifting is rampant.
They come out with big armful of bags of chips or whatever else they can grab, and they just walk out and they don't stop them.
As CTV News first reported Tuesday, 2 Winnipeg City councillors say 7-Eleven officials told them in a meeting last week 10 stores could be on the chopping block because of financial losses due to theft and crime.
One store has experienced like $300,000 worth of theft. They just come in there, they take whole shelves.
The Winnipeg Chamber of Commerce says it has had discussions with 7-Eleven about the retail theft problem, and it's not surprised by the threat of 10 possible closures.
Now, Giant Tiger was another chain of stores that has said, we're going to have to close some stores. We can't do this anymore. People are coming in off the street, and even though there's security guards at the door, which is just adding to the cost of everything for you and I, even though there's security guards at the door, people are coming in, and they're just loading up on stuff and then walking out the door. They're like, screw you. I'm out of here. See ya. What you gonna do? And $300,000 worth of stuff? That's a lot of hot rods, man. Man, that's a lot of hot dogs on the roller there. And they're hot. Holy cow, that is crazy.
Businesses have been saying for a long time, we're having challenges.
The Chamber says when stores like 7-Eleven are forced to close, Those neighborhoods decline. It says there needs to be more enforcement and tougher consequences for chronic thieves.
We need government to step up and saying, we're not going to treat this like a victimless crime. We're going to treat it like the meaningful challenge to our community's well-being that it is.
The province is rolling out new bail measures to better monitor offenders. On Wednesday, the Justice Minister announced the government will bring back ankle bracelets equipped with modern technology, and he's open to extending or expanding the retail theft initiative where police target hotspots.
All options.
But you know what? There's that money is only in Winnipeg. I hate to burst everybody's bubble, but I mean, we have similar issues in other towns in our province. And I know it's worse in Winnipeg, but we have those problems here too. And all that cash for extra police is going into Winnipeg. It'd be nice if we could see some of that cash out here, quite honestly.
Are on the table, and again, we've seen the success. We're looking forward to more data coming from the WPS.
I've got an idea. How about you sell the ankle bracelets at 7-Eleven? I think that solves all the... No? That doesn't make sense? I don't know. I'm just trying to help.
Tabushi doesn't want to see 7-Elevens close. She says in her neighborhood, they're often...
Oh, what did Miss Bushi buy? She's got some bread. She got Slurpees for the kids. And she got some nachos. Oh, 7-Eleven nachos and cheese.
The only place to get the essentials.
Even like the basic, like toilet paper, if you need toilet paper, or if you need something for your kitchen or whatever, and you need it from here, then yeah, and then we don't have it, right?
Oh, that's where... When you run out of the toilet paper and you can't make it to the 7-Eleven, goodbye socks. There go you start eyeing up that towel and you're like, how mad is my wife gonna be? Did we really need that towel? Oh, I am torn. What else is around here? What else? Whew. So anyway, that's on the chopping block, making big news and blowing up the internet because people are upset. Obviously, the theft is a huge problem, but also, people are like, hey, where am I going to get my slushies from? And if they start closing stores, they're just going to move the theft to other stores, to other locations. This is where Mama J says that's why Walmart delivery is pretty awesome. All right. Quentin says, we also live in a time where people defend thieves. A thief is a thief, period. That has to change. I do agree there is this, well, people are stealing because they can't afford anything, which is true. But two things can be true at the same time, that it's very difficult to afford things. Stealing is wrong. Two things can be correct at the same time. No? Yes? Mama J says, package it up, ankle bracelet and a taquito. No, it's 7-Eleven. Get your ankle bracelet and taquito for just $4.99. That's sad. Too bad. That is too bad. We'll keep you posted on that. And again, hopefully some of this extra crime money that the province is putting out is going to make its way outside the perimeter, because crime is a problem not just in Winnipeg, but it's a problem in Brandon and in Portage and Dauphin and Neepawa and other areas too. Not as bad, yes, thankfully, not as bad as Winnipeg, but it is a problem outside the city. On the lighter side of news, we might get a new chicken spot in Manitoba, of all places, Winnipeg. It's Raising Cane's. Now, on TikTok, the Raising Cane's Canada TikTok page says this: hey, Winnipeg, look who is coming to town. Sterling Lion Parkway. Everything is kind of going to Sterling Lion Parkway. It's what they call this Little America, that area. Isn't that the IKEA area? And, so Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. As we were mentioning with Cora's yesterday, an interesting story with Raising Cane's. It was started by a young man named Todd. And he was doing a business project and said that what he would like to do, he noticed that kids, especially kids, and parents can attest to this, they love chicken fingers. This is back in the 90s. And it seems that all kids eat is chicken fingers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a restaurant that is only chicken fingers. And it was 1994. And he's in college, and he writes a college paper about opening a restaurant that only serves chicken fingers. Now, in 1994, of course, all the big burger joints are kicking butt, and they're kicking butt and taking names, and the college professor says, no, this is not going to work. And he gets a failing grade. I love these. Aren't these stories the greatest? So I'd like to know what college he went to. Not only that, so he does this business plan for his chicken finger restaurant. The college gives him a failing grade. The banks say, no, we're not going to loan you the money. So Todd packs up his stuff and heads to California, and he works out on the oil rigs. I know a few guys in our area that have done that, where they've gone out west, go west, young man, and make a whole bunch of cash. And he did. He worked in Los Angeles, and he worked at an oil boil maker at an oil refinery and made a boatload of cash. And while a lot of kids will buy big trucks or party hard and blow it, he saved it and started a lone chicken restaurant outside a college campus. I believe it was in Louisiana or the Carolinas or something like that. And he named it after his dog. Raisin Cane was his dog. There's his dog. And when they opened it, it was on August the 28th, 1996, they opened their first tiny little hole-in-the-wall restaurant that he started with the seed money he made on the oil rigs. They had to stay open until 3:30 in the morning. And you know what? It took off. Todd did his homework. You know, when he opened his restaurant, he really, really studied hard on chicken fingers. And he said, you know, I want to make the best chicken fingers on the planet at my restaurant called Raisin Cane's. And it is now one of the top chicken places in America. Not the top, but it is near the top. And we will take a look at 15 of the best tasting chicken restaurants in America, and we'll see where they land in a second. But anyway, Raisin Cane's Canada is saying that this is coming to Sterling Lions Parkway, Little America in Winnipeg, coming in 2025. Oh, yes. Clint says on the crime situation that Brandon isn't much better. One of my sore spots accessing bank machines after hours are locked due to vagrants sleeping at ATMs. I did not know that. Then again, I am seldom out of my area after dark. Now that I'm an old person, I am too scared. I'm too scared to wander away from my neighborhood without a golf club or a baseball bat. Molly says, thieves doing the Lord's work of fighting big retail companies and bringing back small companies. Just kidding, just kidding. I know of some people that believe that. I think that's just wrong. But you know what I also believe? Karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch. You steal from anybody. You steal from your neighbor. You steal from somebody, you know, you do something nefarious when no one is looking, when no one can witness it. I'll tell you, karma's a bitch. It'll bite you in the ass. I believe that. Watch. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next week, but it'll come for you. Careful, careful. Yeah, apparently these chicken fingers, now back to Raisin Cane's. Apparently, these chicken fingers are pretty amazing. Now, when I posted this yesterday, there were still calls for Chick-fil-A to come. Now, Chick-fil-A is coming to Canada. We had that on an earlier show. However, it's going to be Alberta. Alberta's going to be the first on the map to get Chick-fil-A. But this is not that. Back in May, we took a look at some of the best tasting chicken chains in the United States. And we do have some of these in our area. So that's good news. And the next time you take a trip stateside, you may want to try these out. And I was more curious to know where Raisin Cane's lands in this list. And the number one, would you care to guess who's at number one? Would you care to guess who is number one in America for the best tasting chicken? So the most popular, like the highest traffic, is Jollibee. They just dethroned Chick-fil-A, which is now at number 2. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the best tasting. The best tasting. And the reason that I'm putting it out there is because I don't think you'll get it. You can't get it. Slim Chickens? No, you won't get it. I've never heard of this place before. This is number Bojangles. Has anybody heard of Bojangles? Churches, yeah, I've heard of Churches, heard of Slim Chickens, heard of Jollibee, and of course Popeyes. I bet Popeyes is in this list. But Bojangles, I have never heard of. Apparently, it is off the charts. Gail says, Tyler, have you heard anything about the driveway scam? Sounds interesting. Where someone serves me chicken in my driveway? Or pretends they're going to serve me chicken in my driveway, and then I say, where's your chicken truck? I gave you $100, and then they peel out? Is that the one? For paving, I have not. I have not, Gail. Is someone going around saying they will pave your driveway and then take your money? So, Bojangles. Sorry, not chicken related. Oh, okay. I have not heard anything about a driveway scam. And if anybody has, DM me and I'll look into it. Number 2, Popeyes. We do have one of these in town. Popeyes is pretty awesome. I do have to admit, I'm a fan. I absolutely love the spicy chicken sandwich. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. Big fan of. I was so happy when they came to town, and I could quit driving to Portage because Portage seemed to have one, which is a town about 70 miles to the east of us. And this, of course, is when the economy was good and money was flowing. This before COVID. And, you know, I was like, hey, you want a chicken sandwich? Let's go. Now it's like, oh, boy. Chick-fil-A comes in at number 3, best tasting chicken in America. Chick-fil-A, I'm a fan of this as well. Their chicken just kind of melts in your mouth. It's insane. It is. If you've ever been to Chick-fil-A, you know what I'm talking about. They, too, have perfected the taste of chicken. So, and we had a lot of people, when I mentioned that Raising Cane's is coming to Manitoba, saying, oh, I want Chick-fil-A. I wish Chick-fil-A wasn't so far. There is good news, Chick-fil-A fans. Like I said, Alberta is going to get 20 locations in the next 18 months. 20 locations in Alberta. Tell me your economy is booming without telling me your economy is booming. 20 of them. Manitoba, 0. But we are getting a Raising Cane's. Someone's going to put their neck out, their little chicken neck, and bring a Raising Cane's into Winnipeg. Now, as far as us in Brandon, we're on the western side of the province. Apparently, Minot will be part of a Chick-fil-A expansion, potentially as early as 2025. We're watching that closely because we have a lot of people in our town that like to jump the border and spend a weekend in Minot. And boy, Chick-fil-A will be a popular place. Dave's Hot Chicken, I have not had that. It's got 140 locations in the U.S., and it is in Canada, too. And from the people I've spoken to, they say it is great if you love hot chicken. And I do. But that came in at number 4. Raising Cane's came in at number 5. So it is a top 5 chicken restaurant. It is right up there with Popeyes. Boy, remember when KFC was the deal? Like back in the 80s when we had very few franchises other than like McDonald's in this country. It was like KFC was the bang. Oh, man. Now the competition for fried chicken is everywhere. It's furious. And there's Raising Cane's, number 5. So this is a big deal. Raising Cane's coming to Winnipeg because we don't have a Dave's, unless someone will correct me, no Chick-fil-A. We do have Popeyes. And Bojangles, no. So I can see why people are definitely excited about Raising Cane's. A&W did used to do fried chicken. They tried that out. It was not bad. Wingstop came in at number 6. In case you're curious about the rest of the top 15 chicken places in America based on taste, based on customer satisfaction. Oh, there's our friend. There's our old friend, KFC. Now, they may not be in the top 5. But you know what? If someone shows up with a bucket of KFC, I ain't going to kick him out of the party. Are you kidding me? And I take a little bit of pride knowing that Colonel Sanders spent a lot of time in Canada. He actually moved to Canada for a time. And I also love the story of KFC. When Colonel Sanders started this company, he'd done a whole bunch of different jobs until his like mid-50s, late 50s. And he was frying chicken for gas stations down in the southeastern U.S. And people were buying it. They couldn't keep up. And they're like, you should just have a restaurant. So, again, great story on this. He starts this lone Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant, and it goes bananas. He is like 60 years old. And while many of us are like, I'm so sore. It's too late for me to start anything. It's too late to get on another project. I'm 60 years old. He's starting one of the biggest food companies on the planet. And now there are over 25,000 locations in 145 countries. The only sad part of that is like, I think he passed away about 20 years after he started it. He did get 20 years in it. But, I'd wished some success like that had come to him at an early age so he could enjoy it longer. But it's one of those great stories where you never give up. Chase down those dreams, even though age is creeping in. Give age the middle finger and say, go to hell, I'm doing it anyway. And that's what the Colonel did. And I got a soft spot for the Colonel. Jollibee's at number 8 of 15 of the best tasting chicken restaurants in America. And Jollibee, of course, we've got a couple, I think, in Winnipeg, one in St. James for sure. And while a lot of Sunseekers said it's kind of unremarkable, although they've got mango pies that are apparently off the charts. I've had them. They're okay, but people love them. I'm more into the spicy chicken at Jollibee. Probably the best spicy chicken I've had. Makes my eyes water. And for a commercial restaurant to take the risk of making chicken that hot, you go, whoa, good for you guys. Because a lot of chains, they want it palatable for the masses, right? And that's a risk because some people go, it's too hot. I'm not eating there ever again. Lindy says Chicken Delight was good too. That's a Canadian brand. And I don't see them as much as I used to. I know in Brandon we lost our Chicken Delight. Mama J says Chicken Chef is good too. Another Canadian chain. I saw Chicken Chef in not Verdun. Souris. Souris, I saw one. Chicken Delight on Roster. I think that's a different restaurant now, guys. Yeah. I think Chicken Delight is on Roster is done. It's another one. It's a buffet restaurant, apparently. Hattie B's Hot Chicken came in at number 9. Church's Texas Chicken. Somebody had mentioned that. Oh, Quentin says, yeah, Way makes some solid chicken too. It's if you get it right out of the fryer, it's fantastic. I think that, and that's like any place. If you're buying chicken from a place that's going to have it under the lights, if you can get it right when it's coming into the old out of the old fryer, it's delicious. And you get a new staffer or somebody that's not turning it over as much as they should, it can get a little bit, you know what that's all about. El Pollo Loco. Oh, this is good. This is good. Imagine they've taken a Mexican restaurant and a chicken place and put them together. El Pollo Loco is fantastic. But it's not fried chicken. It's broasted chicken, kind of like that barbecue chicken, rice, beans, salsa, tacos. They've got tortillas. Oh, my God. It's so good. I was so impressed. Very good. Bonchon at number 12. Nando's at 13. A place called BBQ Chicken at 14. And finally, rounding up the top 15, best tasting chicken in America, Gus's world famous fried chicken. Blessed Mama says, dear God, is that one meal? The El Pollo Loco? Oh, yeah. That's a Tyler size special. 4 pieces of chicken, rice, beans. Oh, and ask for some jalapenos on the side. Oh, yeah. Mary Brown's is good. Another Canadian chain. Yes, we have a Mary Brown's. It's good. The Big Mary is a spicy chicken sandwich that I rather enjoy. Mary Brown's is an East Coast chain from Nova Scotia or New Brunswick, one of the two. And of course, we have a military base not far from our town. It's like 10 miles to the east. And a lot of people coming in from all parts of the country. And then I heard Mary Brown's is coming. They're like, yeah, East Coaster food. East Coast food is here. So they were very excited about that. And it's a great place to go have some chicken. Oh, chicken. Yes, chicken is fantastic. And so is Law Office. If you're buying or selling some real estate, you need some legal assistance, Law Office is there to help you. Even if you have some questions, just pick up the phone or find them online, eplawoffice.ca. You can also follow their social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Send them a DM. Say, I'm thinking of buying a house or selling a house. Or we've got some will questions, some estate planning questions. Can you help us out? They'd love to hear from you. So they're super friendly, very knowledgeable, and they're easy to find. I mean, they're on the main drag in our town. 18th Street, 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC Law Office. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express. Make sure that oil gets changed so the oil or the engine light does not come on. Make sure you are adhering to your owner's manual. Do you know even where your owner's manual is? Do you know how often you should be changing your oil? Make sure you do it regularly. Get those fluids checked. Back to school is coming. You're going to be running around from soccer practice to violin to hockey and everything else. So make sure the fluids are good and you get your oil changed at Murray's. You are making a donation to the Bear Clan Helping Hands and Samaritan House. 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon, Murray Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac Certified Service Express. And our friends at Kuiper's Family Bakery. What a great summer of hamburger and hot dog bun sales at Kuiper's Family Bakery. I talked to Curtis yesterday, actually, and it has been so busy. They're looking for staff. If you know of someone who would like to work in Manitoba's most beloved bakery establishment, please get a hold of Curtis at Kuiper's. Sunseekers, I was so excited to hear that, people are responding to the messages that we are putting out there about the incredible quality. It's been a long tradition at Kuiper's, and so the business is booming. That's the good news. The bad news is they need help. They need help. Help. So if you've got some folk, maybe even if you've got some students, college students, high school students, whatever, give Curtis a call at Kuiper's Family Bakery. They would love to hear from you. They'd love to add to their growing business at 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, beside Tasties. And we'll love the fact that Kuiper's Family Bakery is a sponsor of the Tyler Glen Show. Thank you so much. Okay, we have to say goodbye to our friends on TikTok. Thank you for being here, TikTokers. You guys have a great day. Big crowd today. Wow. Thank you, Bunny and Jesse and Cargo and Alana and Ronnie and Lauren and Nancy and Carol and Buck and a laundry list. Clay, thank you. Have a great day, you guys. Rainy today, smoky tomorrow. Hot for the weekend. If you're watching TikTok in the Virgin region, enjoy the rodeo and the Wild West days, and we will catch you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central on the show about food, fun places, and mayhem. And there's still more to come. If you join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show, we are going to shut down the TikTok channel and move everything over to Twitch. That's how we roll. Have a great day. Thanks for being here for Hour 1. Hour 2 is about to start. Come and see us. Thank you. Boo 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 boo. Happy Thirsty Thursday, happy Thirsty Thursday to you. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Hershey Halloween chocolates. Oh, some tasty stuff coming up next hour. Bye, X. Thank you. See you, Elon. Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. And